we go. What's up? We are live. Go to comments. See what's going on. What is happening? Hopefully everything's working. Got this new fancy headset and microphone. Excuse me, for Christmas. Along with my new keyboard and stuff. Now I just need a computer that can handle all this stuff. Almost New Year's. Crazy. Turn my other monitor on. I might actually not use this. Matter of fact, I think I am going to switch. I'll switch to this one. Got any sound? My sound's working or not? That is okay. What's up, Rob? Just chilling and knowing. I gotta stop by to get that break because my back's been freaking messed up. I'm trying to take it easy. Plus, I was the only one at work today. That was weird. Hey, Don, how you doing? Little echo? Well, that's probably just because I'm in the room. I could put my headset back on, but yeah, I'm not gonna worry about it. I think I'm on the correct mic. Hold on just a second. Make sure. Yeah, I'm on the wrong microphone. This one. Is that better? Hey, Don and Lindy. All right. Does that sound better, Rob? I think I was on the wrong mic. And it keeps knocking against the wall. Should be this one. Yeah, it's this one. All right, let me readjust everything. All right, we got it back on now. A little bit of technical difficulties. That's good. Thank you. Yeah, it was on the camera mic. The camera mic's not the greatest one. This headset mic's pretty good. I got this from Christmas. Got some cool stuff for Christmas from the kids. Set that over there. I feel like I'm missing a light. Maybe not. I don't know. But, yep, just getting ready for New Year's. I got to work. I'm off Friday, so I'm on the call, but I don't think anything's going on. So, so what's going on with y'all? Any exciting plans for New Year's? Just hanging out like the rest of us old folk. Oh, I did get I got a model car for Christmas to put together. I haven't even opened this thing yet. I don't know what color it is or anything. Got some chrome wheels. Oh, it's white. It's white like my old Mustang was. Got some rubber. I've got a couple different tire options on it there. Lots of parts. So I have to get some glue. Got sandpaper. I haven't put a model together and jeez, probably almost 40 years. No, it's probably not been that long, but I probably put one together with the kids at one point in time. Anyway, got that to do when I'm bored, because I have lots of extra time. But yeah, Hannah got me that. It's pretty cool. Brenna got me these. My oldest daughter got me the keyboard and the mouse. It's pretty cool. So yeah, it's the holidays. It's been kind of quiet around here. Looks like I screwed my back up the other day. I think it was Sunday night. Bye. Everybody's leaving and going to work. Yeah, I know. I heard they're expensive. Yeah. A Huey UH-1. That's pretty cool. That's big old aircraft. Yeah, I was looking at models a while back, and I was like, they're expensive, but I don't know where Hannah got that one. I don't know. Hopefully she didn't spend that much on it, but my phone is vibrating. Probably just the front camera because Sunday's going to work. Yeah, it's just a security camera telling me somebody went out the front door. Excuse me for just a second. Get a little Ohio weather. That's cool. Cassette player rotated the rotor. What's up?
Nothing.
Just chilling?
Yeah.
Brenna came to check on us. I showed him all my fancy stuff I got for Christmas.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Now I just need a computer to make it all work better.
Mm-hmm. New headset I got you.
Yep. My keyboard. Lock something on. Too much shit down here. So I don't know if you guys saw my little test video last night. I found out that you can do review or reaction videos to other people's videos on YouTube without copyright strikes. So if it works, if I don't get any copyright strikes on the one that I tested, we're going to do some videos on a couple of our favorite trolls. Let's just say that. Do some reaction videos and see what kind of reaction we get from that. Should be fun.
Is this thing backing up, Dad? It stinks.
God, I hope not. Detail was crazy, yeah. A lot of those guys, yeah, they get into it, man. I remember when I was younger, like I would, detail the engine and paint the shocks and take thread and make spark plug wires. And we did a couple of airplanes, a couple of rockets. Turned out pretty cool. Hopefully the dryer doesn't get too noisy. So yeah, hopefully everybody's had a good Christmas and getting ready to have a safe and happy new year, all that good stuff. Allergies are bothering me today. Excuse me. Oops. Message. Oh, let's see if there's anything that we missed out on here. Let's see. The Beast is getting a new track. Definitely needs it. Ooh, where did I go? New wheel liners for your truck. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I'm ready to get past the holidays too. I know it sounds bad, but yeah, need to get back to some sort of normalcy. Yeah, yours didn't have the rear liners in it. Mine does, and I think that's why the bed's rotted out, because it's holding water up in there. I think they were an option. Yeah, back when you kids were younger, yeah, they were $5 to $10. I know that's the way it was when I was a kid too. Like, well, they said it stops that rust. Well, mine's 10 years old and it's rusting, so I don't know how true that is. It sucks because you can see all the spot welds where the inner fender's spot welded into the quarter panels. I'm pretty sure it has them. Yeah, because they had to cut it to put the fifth wheel hitch thing in. Yeah, I didn't even notice it till we were camping back in the fall and the sun was hitting it in the morning. I was standing out there drinking a coffee and I'm like, son of a bitch, all the spot welds are rusting on this thing. Yeah, especially in this area, rust is definitely inevitable. Yeah. All we can do is just try and slow it down, but it's a slow process. It probably started the day that body was welded together. Because believe me, they don't take good care of them when they're putting them together at the factory. I've seen them when I worked at the truck plant, the Blazers. I've seen the Blazers coming from the paint house over to the trim house rusted already. Or sorry, from the body shop to the paint house when they were bare sheet metal. Well, actually, they did galvanize them, but yeah, they were rusting. I was standing in this tunnel with a DA and rust off of them for like a week. I think there was some sort of malfunction in the well, there was a major leak in the roof for one thing, and then there was a malfunction in the galvanization process, if that's a word. Yeah, I was the only mechanic in the shop today. It was just me and my supervisor. That was it. No mechanics, none of the other backup people. Yeah, it's raining pretty good here too. Yeah, Dan, Russ don't take any naps, that's for sure. It's like gravity never sleeps, you know. Oh, okay, thank you. I'll be looking out for it. Is the super a wrencher? Am I missing something? What did I miss? Yes, is a word. Okay. Oh, my supervisor. Yes, actually he is, but he's not allowed to work on cars at work because we're a union shop. So he was helping me a little bit today. Yeah. Sorry, it took me a second, Dan. I'm wore out from today being by myself. Yeah, he started out as a mechanic and then progressed his way into supervisor job, and he works on cars at his house. He's got a really nice shop at his house. Actually, we've done a couple engine jobs and stuff over there. Like I said, I had him doing little stuff for me today, like people needing air in their tires and checking lights and whatnot for me. So he doesn't mind. I don't give a shit, But like I said, it's a union shop, so management's actually not supposed to be working on cars, but whatever. Personally, I think our union's a bit of a joke anyway. It's a union that can't strike. What kind of oxymoron is that? It's like, if we can't strike, then what kind of leverage do we have as far as getting anything? I've never heard of such a thing. Like I told my supervisor, his name's Byron. I told Byron today, I was like, yeah, it's contract year, so yeah, he does like getting out in the shop and working. I mean, well, the thing of it is technically I can't be out in the shop working by myself. So he literally had to be out in the shop with me or I couldn't work on cars, so it was like, every few hours they've got these little team meetings and stuff that they have up in the front in the main building. He was like, well, sit on your butt for an hour because I got to go to meetings and I can't have you working. And I'm like, yeah, it is the rest of the government. Yeah, I do agree with that one. Yeah, I told him today, I was like, well, it's contract year, so as soon as we get our sign-on bonus, and we don't have to be in the union. It's a we can make the choice of it. It's funny, we don't have to pay union dues, but we can pay like fair share, which is like half the union dues, or we can not pay union dues, and they still have to represent us because the majority of the labor is union, but we can't strike. So like, what kind of shit is that? This sounds like one big sham if you just ask me. And I'm not afraid to tell them that either. I'm like, this is stupid. Like, this is just a waste of my time. I mean, really and truly, like the insurance that they have for us is really not that good. Our retirement is good, but that's through the state. That's through the state employees. It's not even through the, it's like, it's a fucking joke. So I'm like, yeah, after I get my bonus, they're not getting my, I think I pay like $45 a month or something. I'm like, I'm not giving them that money anymore because they really don't. They do nothing, We'll see what happens when the contract comes out to seeing how well they negotiate. How are we doing on the feed, by the way? Let me check that. Everybody have a good Christmas, though. I know we're all ready to get it over with. Let me see. Shoot. Yeah, exactly. Teachers should be allowed to go on strike if you couldn't. Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of definitely a catch-22, isn't it? Let's see if I can get There, it should load it up. I just want to make sure everything's good on the 3 days of it. Yeah. It's definitely a long, drawn out process, isn't it? I worked in the steel union for 14 years. You should probably check on to make sure you don't have a pension coming. I'm sure you probably do. Excuse me. Because I actually have some from when I worked in the UAW in the automotive manufacturing for General Motors. I have a little bit of pension coming when I retire from them, if it's even a thing anymore. I've heard they've really gotten screwed up too. The General Motors union, well, all the car manufacturers unions, all their stuff's getting, like, some of the people that have retired are losing their pension, or even the state employees, they're losing their health care that's paid for. So now they're giving them, like, I don't know, I think they're giving them like $900 a month for health care, and starting on the 1st of January. So I don't know how much $900 a month of health care is going to get you, especially if you got a family. Not much. We actually switched the kids back to my wife's health insurance because my health insurance is horrible. I pay for the tip top grade, and it's like, we go to the doctor, it's $129 just to go to the doctor. Like, what the hell? Oh yeah. Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, drink it. that was the thing. It was like at lunchtime, there were supervisors and workers and stuff that would go over to the upper deck and get hammered drunk and come back, and guys that go up on the roof and drink and smoke pot, and yeah, that was a major thing around working in the truck plant for sure. I could remember one Christmas, like, it wasn't Christmas Eve because we didn't work. We didn't work, I think, between Christmas and New Year's, and they were passing mixed drinks down the line, like sitting on the truck, like, "Hey, what do you want?" And then they'd go by and it'd have so and so's name on it, and it'd be like a White Russian or a Jack and Coke or whatever, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. I've heard stories of that before. They find a beer bottle or a beer can smashed underneath the back seat. It's a brand new car. Cigarette butts. What I like is when you take something apart and, like, somebody's wrote something vulgar, like, behind the dash, like, "Fuck you, Sanchez was here," or something like that, I did my buddy's T-tops on his Camaro. I had the middle plate out that covers up the roof. I wrote, "Fuck you, Jason was here." Oh yeah, lots of tools in there, definitely. Well, that was another thing too. A lot of the guys I worked with worked at the Camaro plant down in I can't think of what the name is. Dan knows what I'm talking about. Worked at the Camaro plant down south, and yeah. Oh, I've seen some nasty messages scratched into the frame, into the undercoating, like big ding dong drone on there and stuff, Yeah, Norwood. So a lot of guys I worked with, they worked at Norwood, and they would order a Camaro, like a base Camaro, and then they would shove the Highline stereo and the all the optional stuff. They would take the optional stuff and stick it behind the seat or hide it in the spare tire well. And then when they went and picked it up, because they ordered them back then, for themselves to get the GM discount, and they would go home and hook everything up, and then ready to go, and didn't have to pay for the options. They just threw the option stuff in it. Now inventory is controlled a lot, closer than that, but. There was one guy that told me he ordered a 69 Camaro there, and they put the 4-speed and the 4-speed transmission and everything in the trunk because he just ordered it, grandma with the power glide in it. And he didn't order it with a radio. They put a radio in it. Yeah, one piece at a time, right? And then that's what happened too, is I'm sure some stuff went out there in people's lunch boxes too, There was one guy got busted. He worked down on the end where you fuel the trucks up, and he always carried a thermos, and they figured it was his coffee. And he did this for years, so he'd fill that thermos up full of gas every day, and on his way out to the parking lot, he'd put it in his car or when he got home or whatever. And then somebody caught wind of it, and we're like, man, he never drinks that damn coffee out of his thermos. So I guess somebody opened the lid and smelled it was gas. Freaked out because they thought he was drinking the gas. No, come to find out, he's about 2 quarts a day of fuel every day. He probably never bought gas to get back and forth to work. And he got fired and lost his retirement benefits because of that. And he was literally, I think he was less than a year from retiring. He'd already scheduled his retirement and everything. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. They make you destroy that shit, I know. Oh, what I'm missing stuff. Wait a minute. Oh, you left your flashlight in Stevie's truck. Yeah, I had it. Oh, I found my remember those one blue magnetic work lights we had that they would tilt those blue you know what I'm talking about, Blue Point. Couldn't find it. I was up in the attic the other day and it was stuck to something up in the attic. It happens. What else did I see in there? I saw some crazy shit in that place, man. God, it was like who's sleeping around with who and that kind of thing. And oh God, it was just bad. It was horrible. It was drama freaking island in that place. Yeah, yeah, we do, don't we? Actually I saw these things for iPhone the other day, that these little stickers, and I think you can have like up to 13 of them on one device per one device. But yeah, you could you put one on your phone, you put one on your keys, you put one on your kids, put one on your brain. Like, where the hell is my brain at? So yeah, something like that. The flashlight. Actually, there is a flashlight. Rob might remember. I think it was a Mac or a Snap-on here recently that has a button that you push that's Find My Flashlight. It makes the flashlight beep. Yes, exactly, like on Whistling Diesel's video. Yeah, those little pucks that he had that he caught that guy stealing all this stuff. Yeah, exactly, those little things. Yeah, and they're little RF transmitters. I mean, like my badge for scanning at work. I mean, it's got a little RF transmitter in. I mean, it can't be that hard to make, Pretty ingenious idea. That was nuts. That was like the first Whistling Diesel show I ever watched. I literally just started watching it 2-3 weeks ago when that came out. Because everybody was talking about, you got one of the kids at work was like, hey, you got to watch Whistling Diesel. He's got a bunch of, oh shit, what did I do? Okay, I thought I lost you guys. Wish I could find one of that flashlight's done. He does make some killer videos, man. I tell you, the one I really got into the rabbit hole with was that old Toyota pickup truck that he just beat the living daylights out of it. I mean, that truck would not quit, man. That little diesel Toyota pickup truck. Yeah, he does destroy some cool shit, but man, he's got buku money. I mean, he's got like 3 million subscribers. His views are retarded. So I mean, he's got, well, like when that guy destroyed those cameras and the lady came out and gave him the money for it, and he was like, you know what, I really don't even need this money. You just keep it. Which that was a really stand up cool thing that he did, you know. And like he said, he told the guy, he was like, you know, I know you're never going to do this again, so I'm cool with it. You know, I just want my stuff back. And, you know, yeah, it was, when they dropped it out of the helicopter, it did it like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, stop destroying this poor truck. Yeah. That poor little truck. Oh, shit. I started doing I started cutting the floorboards out of the S10 on Christmas Eve. Those videos are going to be long, so they'll be coming out. I'm going to try and divide them up. I just haven't decided where to divide them up yet. And then I went out Sunday, and I was going to try and get to a point where I could end the video. I felt like the first half, or, you know, first part, it's going to be numerous parts. Then that's when I pulled my back. Diamond plate. No, I found these shelves, these metal shelves. They're in, you know, somebody's scrap pile, and like they'd thrown them out because around the outer perimeter they've got like a flange that goes down in. Well, one side was completely rusted off, but the rest of them, they're about 3 feet long and about 2 feet wide, and they're about 18 gauge steel, and I found like 6 of them. I mean, I could probably do all the metal work that needs to be done on that truck. So I got the seat out of it. It didn't have carpet, it just had a rubber mat. I got the mats out of it. Cut the driver's side out, what was left of it. I mean, most of it's gone regardless, you know, big holes in it. So I got one full sheet test fitted. I need to make the inner rocker. I need to make the body mount, the bracket that the body mount hooks to. And I mean, it's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be totally functional because, you know, we're going to be drag racing this thing. I'm going to end up putting a roll bar in it anyway. So the body's pretty much going to be mounted solid to the frame. You know, when I get the roll bar in it, that's pretty much, it's going to be solid mounted to the frame. So I'm just trying to keep my feet from falling through the floor and weather getting in. I know a glass guy. If it's a pin light, it's in my backpack. I found a little flashlight in that truck when I was taking it apart. I found about $7 worth of change. So hell, I'm ahead of the game right now. I got free metal, a free flashlight, about $7. I can go buy me some beer. I'm ready to rip. So yeah, I got started on that. Hopefully my back holds up. And I'm off New Year's Eve. I'll try and work on it New Year's Eve early if it's warm out there. You know, in the garage. I mean, I've got heat in the garage. It'll be fine. And try and get some of that done. Try and get it tacked together. So it'll be cool. It'll be fun. And then I think, well, I know we're putting the LS in it and the power glide. So once I get the floorboards done, get it back. I left it mobile. We can drive it in and out still. The engine, you know, I haven't touched the drivetrain on it yet. I think what I'm going to do is after I get the floorboards done, which I mean, that's probably going to take me a few weeks. Floorboards and the rockers. Yeah, it needs the front cab mounts. They were completely gone. The The mount on the frame is still there-ish. I can weld a plate to it. I ordered some universal those Interstage suspension body mounts. There's a universal kit. It has 2 of them in it. The rear mounts are still there and pretty good as far as I can see. But the front mount's completely gone. The floor was gone. The pocket is completely gone. The inner rocker's gone. The outer rocker's gone. The side, the driver's side, that side I'm doing first because it was the worst side. It's so bad that where the front door closes, where the hinges are, the little curve on the bottom of the door and the bottom of the rocker. The bottom of the rocker is complete, like there's a chunk like this big missing. I just pulled it right out, so it's flexing so bad that the body lines are like this from the cab to the door. They're like a half an inch off. So I took the door striker out of it so I can kind of use the door as a guide to get everything square. And I went over and measured the other side, the passenger side, because it's still solid all the way around the door. And I measured, it's about a 1/4 inch off on the bottom. It's a 1/4 inch wider on the bottom. So that's probably why because the door is down on the back. So I'm assuming that's because the cab's going like this and pulling the door down. So try to get that closer. And it's fun making that stuff. So oh, Don's in trouble. Don needs help. He's in trouble. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. It'll be interesting. I mean, I am nowhere near a fabricator. Yeah, the Rangers were the same way. Definitely the same way. Well, that's what we plan on doing. Also, is Hunter sold the Camaro, and he sold his motorcycle, and well, he's getting ready to finish school, but he wants to build a square body Ranger because back when I was racing, I ran those 351 Windsors, and we actually have one. I still have one. I have enough parts to put one together out there. So he wants to build a Ranger with a 351 Windsor in it. And yeah, that should be fun. Yeah, the front body mounts are gone. The one on the driver's side and the passenger side. Old cabin, rusted roof mounts. Yeah, these have never been redone for sure. They needed it, but it went too long. But like I said, that's nothing I'm not afraid to fix. I like working with metal. I always have. I like welding. I'm not the greatest at it, but I think I can get it by and make it look halfway decent. I really want to keep the GT40 heads. Yeah, I actually have a really good set of heads that somebody put big valves and ported and polished and stuff, and they got big springs on it, and the old 69 high performance, the good heads that I used to run. I mean, the best I could afford, But I lost my train of thought. But anyway, when I get done with the floorboards, I want to try and keep as much of the patina and stuff on the truck as I can, because I like ratty stuff. I don't like nice stuff because I'm too hard on my shit. So I'm gonna try and keep it, as much as the way it is as I can. Like the hood's got a really neat patina on it, the roof does, and they're okay. And I thought, well, when I get done, I'll flat clear the truck. So I think what I'm going to do is when I get these rockers made, I'm going to just, rattle can some red. I found the paint code, and I can get the paint in a rattle can. I'm going to rattle can it just real light, and then let it kind of rust, and then flat clear everything. Actually I am. I'm going to primer it and I'm going to just mist this red on it and then let it kind of cure, and then we'll flat clear everything, and it should be good. Because they're not going to be perfect. I mean, they're going to be. Sorry, I got to blow my nose. They're going to be functional. They're not going to be, show car stuff. Yeah, drove that Ranger for 14 years. I don't doubt it. I've had a couple of Rangers. I always have liked them. I had a couple square bodies. I think my brother had one too for a while. I know he had an S10 for a while. And I've never done a V8 swap on any of them yet. So, of course, I've never done an LS swap yet either. And I have everything for this engine. It's going to be fuel injected, factory wiring harness, the whole thing. So that'll probably be a project when it gets warm out, because I'm going to have to do a lot of wiring. So probably what's going to happen with it is we're going to get the floorboards done. We'll get the transmission rebuilt. I want to go through the engine just for general purposes, just make sure everything's okay. I want to paint it, clean it up, probably put freeze plugs and stuff in it. I may put a cam in it if I can find one for a reasonable price. I probably won't. I'm trying to keep this as low buck as possible, because I'm trying to make it where anybody can do it. The transmission's free, so rebuild it. I'm already ahead, and the engine I got, for a really good price. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. So we're probably going to get we'll get the floorboards done. We'll get it back together. We can drive it. We're talking about taking the bed off of it, because I need to take the bed off of it, because I'm going to build some a custom traction bar system for it that I've had rolling around in my head for years. So we're going to have the bed off of it, because I need to repair some floor in the bed, because I want the bed to be functional. And then once we get that done, I think we're going to leave the bed off. We're going to take the hood off. We're going to put a little hater pipe. We're just going to either turn the manifold upside down with the 4-cylinder still in it. We're going to run a hater pipe up with a flapper on it, and we're going to go run it as soon as the track opens, just to see how fast we can get it to go. Like, we're going to drain oil out of it, all kind of stupid shit, just to see how fast we can get that engine to go before we take it out, So we'll probably be running it low on oil, like a quart low on oil. I'll have the bed off of it, the hood off of it, and try and make it as light as possible. Yeah, and put a hater pipe on it. Yep. Exactly what we're going to do. We'll take it out on the trailer in case we blow it up, I may even I may drain the differential out of it and put transmission fluid in it. Like the old stocker guys used to do that when they were qualifying. They would drain their rear diff fluid out and run transmission fluid in them. Actually, I think a lot of them just run transmission fluid. I could be wrong. If Big John Levin was on here, he would tell us all their tips and tricks for, especially when they were qualifying, trying to be number one in the class. Oh, you never heard of a hater pipe? Yeah, that's what Cletus and his buddies call the pipe that comes off the exhaust dump off the turbo, and they always have a flapper on it. For some reason, they call it a hater pipe. I guess neighbor hater, like neighbors hated. I don't know. Wow, that thing can't spin the tire if it had to. So I don't think traction's a problem. It's 95 horsepower when it was brand new. I highly doubt it has 95 horsepower now. So, I mean, in all reality, it may not happen. I mean, I may get far enough ahead where I'm like, well, screw it, or something may come along where I get a a different transmission. I don't have to wait on it. You know, the biggest problem with it is like you can buy an oil pan to put them in these trucks, and you don't have to do any cutting. But I'm not going to do that. So I got to notch the front frame on it, which actually so, you know, the belly where the oil pan sits down here, you know, a lot of guys are just taking a notch and cutting about half of it out. I saw this one guy did something really cool, and this is what I want to do with it, is he completely cut that out. He welded supports in before he cut it out. He completely cut that out, plated it, and just had a round bar and then 4 bolts. So he can unbolt that, take it out, and he can literally remove the oil pan with the engine in the truck and service it. So I'm going to do that, which that's really not that big a deal for me. That would probably take me literally, you know, a couple of hours to do. So you got to notch it there, and then, excuse me, I'm deleting the air conditioning. If I wanted to run air conditioning, I'd have to notch the passenger side frame because the air conditioning compressor runs way down low. Oh yeah, we'll definitely be videoing some test revs. And that's the other thing that we may do is if we don't go to the drag strip, we might just be doing some like burnouts in Mexico and videoing it, you know, seeing how, if we can make it fire come out of that hater pipe, you know, at night or something like that. I mean, that may happen. So, but I can't make any promises yet. That's, you know, how long the winters are around here. It's like we're getting ready to be in, you know, fucking 4 months of winter, you know. So, I mean, I may be wrong. We might get an early spring. It's happened before, but I'm hoping to have the sheet metal work done by the end of January. Have the transmission rebuilt by the end of February. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. It would definitely throw some fire in, wouldn't it? Yeah, you just put an old 14 millimeter spark plug in there. So, I mean, there's a lot of different ways it can go. I can't say it's going to go exactly as planned, but I definitely want to get the floors and the rocker panels done before anything. I may go ahead and put the main hoop of the roll bar in it because that's the expensive part. Because everything else is just straight pieces that I can go down to the welding shop and get from my buddy. But I don't have any way of bending it anymore. I used to be able to bend it when I worked in the muffler shop. I'd use a muffler bender. So I may go ahead and order the main hoop for the roll bar since I already have everything out of the interior right now. I may as well just do it because literally, like, I got to drill 2 holes in the floor, put the hoop through it, weld the outriggers to the frame. You know, I'm 100% sure I'm going to do that. So that's something that I'll be spending a little bit of money on, but they're really reasonable just buying the hoop. And something may come along, you know. I always try and wait as long as possible, you know. It sucked. It was Sunday, my brother tagged me in a post. His brother-in-law had literally replacement floorboards, replacement rocker panels, replacement cab corners, the cab mounts, the whole 9 yards for an S10 truck for $200 on Facebook Marketplace, all brand new. And we didn't know which one of us, you know, we didn't know I needed. He didn't know I needed it. He was like, man, if I known he needed it, he's like, I'd have gave it to him. He was like, well, I got a guy driving up from Kentucky to buy it. I'm like, that's the story of my life. Yeah, winter. Yeah, definitely hope the cabin fever is mild. I know. Yeah, it's up in the 40s. And like yesterday, it was like 65 here. It was crazy. I had the doors open at work and everything. Now today, it was pretty yucky and rainy and spitting sleet. You know, it was like the wind chill was like 35 degrees, and it was raining pretty good. Actually, it was raining pretty good a little bit ago. But I saw on the extended forecast, like Sunday night, they're calling for like 12 degrees here. I was like, oh no. Of course, it is January, so It's usually what happens around this area. You know? Anywho. Yeah, there'll definitely be some video on that thing coming real soon. I may go ahead and I edited what I have. I may go ahead and drop what I have tomorrow on doing the floorboard. It's kind of just an initial fit because I'm making everything by hand, but I've already in my head decided I'm going to change a lot of that initial piece. So, but it gives everybody a general idea. Like, okay, here's where you got to start. You got to get, the general shape, and then you got to kind of start nipping away at it and moving it around and getting it to fit just right. And then, and you got to put a bend in it here and there. And yeah, if I had a garage, I wouldn't get cabin fever. Yeah. I have a garage and I still get cabin fever. So, man, back when I was racing, I used to get it so bad. Oh, I could not wait till springtime came, or I couldn't wait to go somewhere where it was warm and go drag racing. I just couldn't stand it, man. And I know Hunter's that way now because he got bit by the bug late in the season. The last 2 races of the year, we took that truck out, and he's probably just chomping at the bit. He's actually down in Georgia right now. He's down there where it's warm. Yeah, definitely feel your pain, brother. I have a garage, but I can barely get that S10 in it. I have to walk all the way around it because it's backed in, and the nose is literally against the door. If you guys watch DD's Speed Shop, my garage is literally the same size as his, and I have more shit in it. If that gives you any kind of idea of what's going on. Oh, they'll let you build it if you move your gas line? That's awesome, dude. Awesome sauceum, brother, man. Yeah, chomping at the bit. Yeah, exactly. Excuse me. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. But luckily, if I get in trouble, I can get my dad to come over, and hopefully I can get him to come over and unbury me. That's what's nice about having dad as body, man. Hey, man, one car is better than no car, Make it a long no one car. Just tell them I got a long car. It's as long as 2 cars. It's a fucking limo. I need a long fucking garage. I need like 40 feet deep. One car is a shed. Yeah. I had a little 1-car garage for a while. I mean, it wasn't so bad. My dad wouldn't change a radiator. My dad's been a body man for 50, well, yeah, like 52, 53 years, something like that. You do have a very large shed, yeah. We had a garage in 96. Yeah, that's my garage. Is like, God, I've got. Well, the thing of it is I have like a lot of other people's shit in there too. I got a lot of dad's tools in there and stuff. So, but I mean, I'm going to end up with, like he said, you're going to end up with them anyway, so you might as well just deal with it. I'm like, yeah. But Rob, speaking of the 350 bill, but Bill dropped off the gaskets and stuff to and I got to put the cam in that Windsor engine. He wants to reuse the cam because we found out it's one of those big mother thumpers that he wanted. So he bought some new lifters, which I don't know why he gave me the lifters because I don't have the heads for it, but whatever. But I want to get that done this week too. Yeah, that would have been a good shop. Yeah, it's your butcher shop, exactly. You've been busy, B. You need that butcher shop. I've thrown the idea around, not only for working on cars, but doing videos. Like I thought about doing like a short-term lease on a building for this winter. Yeah, exactly. Me too. Well, I'm sure you will, because once he gets it running, he'll probably need you guys doing alignment and stuff, because they're doing all kinds of changes to that thing. They're putting a Mustang 2 front end under it, so it's going to need alignment and all that kind of stuff. It's going to have this engine with a 5-speed and a T5. That thing's going to be crazy. But excuse me. Yeah, anyway. I thought about doing like a short-term lease on a building for the winter. 2 reasons. One that's big enough to put my camper in. And I figure if it's big enough to put my camper in, I'd have a room to, at least work on one car or two, and it'd be a good area for filming videos and that sort of thing. So, excuse me. Yeah, horns or a big doe. Yes, sir. Yeah. Lots of horns and a big butt. Excuse me. I'll be right back. I gotta go get more tissues. I gotta blow my nose. All right. What I miss? Let's see. Nice deer hunt, yeah. See a big old buck right in front of me in Loveland, yeah. They're everywhere. And as warm as it's been, they're probably moving all over the place. He can't even put the power washer in the shed because of 3 engines in it. Yeah, you should be able to shoot it from your car. I agree with that. Gotta ward them off. Oh, Lordy. All right. Let's see. Power washer on top of one of the engines. Dan is the problem solver. Oh, Lordy. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Oops, what's that one? Yeah. No. Everything. Oh, Rob deleted one, didn't he? Okay. What did we delete? Oh, yeah, thank you. Yeah, I see what you blocked. I'm going to report it. All right, I reported that one, Rob. Thanks for knocking that off, by the way, Rob. I didn't even see that one come through. I don't even think it came through on my end. Well, we are at the 1 hour mark, and illegal here in PA, yeah. So we are here at the 1 hour mark, and I am tired, but I do hope everybody has a safe and happy new year. There'll be videos coming out soon. Hopefully we can do this. Hopefully we can do these reaction videos that I want to do to, and you guys know who I'm talking about. So we're gonna give it about. I'm gonna give it till Friday. If that test video I did doesn't get any flags on it, then we're gonna have some fun with somebody's videos, and it's gonna be a hoot. So that'll be our thing. Yes, Dan. Yeah, I hope I do too. I appreciate you guys sending that stuff to me. You really didn't have to do it, but I greatly appreciate it. So I'll let you know. I'll send you a message or something on Facebook. Let you know everything got here, and I appreciate it. So I'm just this cold that never goes away, and I'm just tired from busting my ass all day at work doing nothing. So anyway, I appreciate all you guys. Take care. Be safe. I will see you soon.